top 25, the other sitting just on the cusp and trying to prove a point in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the LSU Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we're ready to tee it up. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. On the ground, it's Terry. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. And the Longhorns in the hurry-up.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Might as well stick with him. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. On the move. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. This defense is physical and pass deep.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor of this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds.
Okay, ready?
They'll send the back in motion. Using his legs, it's Berry. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Now, guys, when it comes to LSU, really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
He's going to help him out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to move the football against.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out of the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
You know, there are a lot of coaches out there who believe bye week sometimes can take away your rhythm. And that might be the case with this offense right now. They just don't seem to be clicking in the passing game.
The kick is on its way. Hauls it in and looking upfield. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
To the air, it's Hawkins. Makes the grab, it's Wingo. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first, it's at the 37. The Longhorns want to pick up the tempo.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Here's the pressure. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. He caught it! And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. The Longhorns trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Trying to barge their way in. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this offense knew coming into the game, when they get to the red zone, it's going to be tough sledding because it's hard to run, especially against this physical defense. They're one of the top 5 defenses stopping the run. And you know at this area of the field, it's really tough to throw it. Let's see who the more physical side is.
Tight end now in motion. Got it back on 2nd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Longhorns!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Fielded in the end zone. It's Durham. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Quickly to the tight end. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. LSU quick to the line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
They're going to run it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Finds his tight end. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
3rd down play from the gun. Fires to the middle. Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He'll pull it down and run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. Sends it downfield. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
The Longhorns send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. He'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Berry. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. LSU right back to the line. Got a man, it's Rocket. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Gives it on the option. He'll go out of bounds, but a solid pickup on the run.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Tigers are marching down the field. How about that tough, hard-nosed running? Rich legacy of that at LSU. Reminds me of Charles Alexander.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I was a part of that legacy, Reese, on the other side when Justin Vincent rushed for over 200 yards in the SEC championship game. And that's what you see LSU. That's what I've always thought of watching them growing up. And you watch the way they run their offense. Usually, it starts with the physicality in the ground.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass, it's Manning. Short hands, it's Durham. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. If this offense had a little extra time to think about it, let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Hill. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. Got some room here to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
And this is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Texas offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And the Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up. From the gun, the running back has it. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield, and the returner will be knocked down. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Makes the grab, it's Green. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Manning. With the catch, it's Green. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. LSU quick to the line.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up the first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Turning it on. Touchdown, Tigers. Great job by the back on the option.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Snap in the shotgun. Throws to the wideout. They are just working that sideline. Excellent footwork to stay in bounds.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around to make it an easy pass and catch.
Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
Balls and fired complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's got it. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, running back on the move. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Moves away as he feels pressure. He'll try to do it himself.
Well, just nowhere to go there, and it started in the pocket. It was collapsing. Quarterback felt it, so he tried to get outside, make something happen himself, but give the defense tons of credit. Excellent job in pursuit. They're able to give up no gain.
They're dealing with a second and long. The give to the back. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4. The Longhorns are in the hurry-up. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. And the Longhorns will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. A shot toward the end zone, and he's got it! Touchdown, Texas!
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown. That's exactly what happened.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Durham. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to...
Intercepted! A first half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he isn't really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Here comes the offense back onto the field. Scanning the field, it's Hawkins. Using his feet to buy time. He's run out of bounds, and they'll say he stepped out at the 27.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you.
There he goes. They knock him down at the 21. It's a pickup of 5 yards on the play and enough for a first down.
And the defense gives up the first down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
Well, it took everything on defense to just get that guy down on the 1-yard line. He is a monster there.
And if this offense, Jesse, is going to keep doing that, you better bring in reinforcements on that defensive line. Get some big boys because they're about to punch this thing in the end zone.
Try to barge their way in. He's knocked down for a loss of 7.
That could not have gone any worse. This offense set up Palmer at the 1. Going the wrong direction, man.
Yeah, it's way harder to score touchdowns from this area of the field because you can't throw into the end zone so easily. That was a golden opportunity. They got to come up with something positive here.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Motion from the wideout. He's got the tight end. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Power football with the run. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they take it in for 6 more points.
3rd and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
They'll try to tack 1 more on their score. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, we've got a final in a game that just wrapped up here in the SEC. Alabama rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting team led by Mac Jones, Najee Harris, and Devontae Smith. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough. And we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Gets the back moving. The give out of the gun. At the 35, he's got room. Nice pick up on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB seeing linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the rock, hand it off, let the running back do the rest.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. Got the first down and more. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. LSU right back to the line. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Tigers will have it 1st and 10. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. of the shotgun. They go to the ground. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Dura. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Looking to throw on first down. He's got him still on his feet. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Nice job putting the drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Its first time out of the half. Inside 30 seconds to play here in the second quarter. They've got it first and 10. Back to pass. It's Hawkins. Oh, they're after him. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Finally, a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last two drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. Setting up fourth down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
The give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Longhorns will boot it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. LSU quick to the line. Looking to pass. It's Manning. Under fire. They get to him as he throws. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
Behind the chains now on second and long.
Get set, get set.
Looking to fire. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. It's complete. Touchdown, LSU. And that one will give him the lead.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Back on the field. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. That's caught. It's Wingo. And the Longhorns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Give to the running back. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Rides to back and leaves it. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
And you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Manning. The short hands, it's Berry. At the 45 on his way. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. LSU right back to the line.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Got a little space. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting him get some positive yards.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. He's got it on the run. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Third and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Making side adjustments here. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Catch in the middle, it's Hill. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
That's a nice completion. I know you don't get the first down. You're obviously set up in field goal range here down in the red zone, but because you've got fourth and short now, you may decide to go for this if you're on offense.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Troy is getting whooped today, and at some point this comes down to preparation. Are you prepared to play? Clearly the answer today is a big fat no. They're trailing by 24 to Texas State. We'll keep you updated on things in a game that could alter the balance of power in the Sun Belt. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, though.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
Give to the back. Cross the 30 out to the 33, engage 4 on the play. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Longhorns will send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out, where are my playmakers? Who can we take it?
Breaks into the open. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Fights off a defender. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the air, it's Manning. Caught near the sticks, it's Watkins. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Trying to beat the D deep. Grabs it inside the 15. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Motion from the back. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Going for 6. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. So that penalty will wipe away some strong red zone execution and take the score off the board. The offense lining up for a 1st down play.
Let's go.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
He doesn't need anything to be open. He just makes it happen himself. Hey, I'm going to call a pass. I'm going to throw the ball down the field. Oh, it's not open. Okay, I'm just going to pull it down, make it happen, take it to the house. What a scramble by the quarterback.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the move, it's Terry. Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Longhorns will hustle to the line.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a 1st down. Oh, and here they go again. 1st down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. 1 more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. To the air, it's Hawkins. Got it in the middle, it's Lane. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. The Longhorns have their offense in high gear. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. On his feet at the 40. Doing some serious work on the ground. Out of bounds at the 35 after that big run.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a 1st down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Bunch formation for these receivers. RPO complete. You want to talk about running behind your pads as he plows his way to the 35. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little time. He's going to take off. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that just does that, man. Just effortlessly picks up chunks of yards and then smartly gets out of bounds. But this whole offense, man, everybody's a threat. Anybody can take the football and make big plays. And when you got a quarterback with that much athletic ability, it's an absolute nightmare for defenses.
Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. And the Longhorns headed quickly to the line. They're going to ride this running back. Shakes off the defender. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Texas!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way. Knocked it right down the middle. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Rides the back on the option, the give. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course. This team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Might as well give it to him again. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense. There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Turning it on! They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job, opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the 4th quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
The Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw. It's Hawkins. Fires to the middle. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats and get the INT. Nice job by this D.
The give and tick, 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 tick. They get him down, tough run, picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the back. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left. But, man, that clock is ticking. And they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop. And if it's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. He'll ride his man on the option. Touchdown, LSU! And the punishment has been extended. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
With that last touchdown, looks like they're going to start this season 4-0, and you've got to be impressed with what you've seen so far from this team. We knew coming in on paper this team had a chance this season, but until the lights go on, until you actually go out and do it for real, you can't believe just how good they are. But they've shown now, starting 4-0 on the year, this is a team that's going to contend for a national championship.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Red pass, it's complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. He's piled up 82 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. To the ground. He's got it again. And the offense went right back to their man, and this time the defense was ready to stop him. The Longhorns want to move quickly. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Baxter. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Now, on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on 3rd.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up, and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses. In this game, it was no different.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.